valley and mountain, river and plain, through wind and storm,
rides Anne of the Airlanes. Ann Burton, having completed her training as a nurse, is about to resign her position in the Tyler Sanitarium in Springfield when she stumbles upon a plot to force Jack Baker, pilot for Interstate Airlines, to fly a stolen Aircat plane. Ann has recognized the two crooks, Vic Morgan and Joe Tolliver, as being the same two men that were carrying a small yet exceedingly valuable black bag on board the same flight that brought her back to the hospital. After they have managed to enter the hospital, apparently with inside help, they chloroformed Jack Baker and left with the intention of returning for the unconscious pilot. Ann has been warned by the head of the sanitarium, Dr. John Tyler, not to interfere with the men. From this, she suspects that Dr. Tyler is the mysterious doc that seems to be the head of the plot. But disregarding the warning of Tyler, Ann foils the plot, for the time being at least, by utilizing oxygen to wash out the effects of the chloroform. Then she and Jack Baker learn the identity of Joe Tolliver, and from this are led to believe that the stolen Aircat plane is being kept at a private airport on the old Green estate. Picking up Jack's co-pilot, Pete, they go to the Green place, where they find the Aircat already warmed up and ready for flight. Jack and Dan manage to gain access to the cabin of the ship just as a car recognized as that of Dr. Tyler comes into the driveway. Jack makes a quick takeoff in the dark and intends to head for the Springfield airport when Ann hears something in the darkness of the cabin. Will it prove to be the faithful co-pilot, Pete, or have the gangsters set a trap for Ann and Jack? Listen.
That wasn't the light switch, Jack. Where is it?
I don't know much more about this ship than you do, Ann. Tony wasn't much to lend it out. Try over on that side.
Yes, that was. Jack!
I thought so.
Didn't expect to find us here, did you, Baker? And that scream of yours couldn't have expressed your amazement any clearer, beautiful.
All right. I suppose that I'll find a Tommy gun on my back now, together with a complete set of instructions on how to fly to Miami. Is that it?
Gee, Vic, he ought to be a mind reader, oughtn't he?
Not bad at it at all. All except the Tommy gun. We don't happen to have one.
I still think we ought to have one. They make me feel more at home.
Joey, I've always said that all you need is a new set of brains. No, children, the use of a Tommy gun would place our little adventure tonight under the head of something we just won't mention, but would have the government down on our necks.
Then what do you call this?
Never mind, Ann. I think we'll just call it a very lucky recovery of Tony Johnson's Aircat and the arrest of two very naughty little criminals, just as soon as I can get this ship down at Roberts Field.
A nice law-abiding thought, Baker. But you forget that we have a modern invention. They call it a telephone. Maybe you've heard of it, huh?
All right, go on. But we're getting nearer the airport.
That's fine. We seem to have plenty of connections at the airport. Steve managed to get the ship away without much trouble, didn't he? Well, it seems that Doc has...
Doc? You mean Dr. Tyler?
No one Doc is as good as another, so far as names are concerned, gorgeous. Well, Doc phoned the airport, and there's a couple of our own boys that will be just tickled to death to meet you when we land. Outside of that, Maybe the police would like to find out that Pilot Jack Baker stole the Aircat. And Joe and I brought it back. You like that story?
But everyone knows that Jack didn't. Why you held him captive?
Ah, they don't know it, beautiful. All they know is that Baker walked out of the Tyler Sanitarium okayed by the doctor. We've taken care of the record, so they'll show that.
You boys think of everything, don't you? But we're headed for the Springfield airport, and I think I'll be able to take care of things when we land.
Listen, mister, by the time we get there, things are going to be so hot on account of that new ship of interstates being gone from the hangar that nobody will notice what's happening to
Joe, you fool. Can't you keep your trap shut?
The new ship of interstates. But they can't. They couldn't have had the nerve to take that ship right out of the hangar.
No? Well, seeing the cat's out of the bag anyhow, I might as well tell you that it's gone. What did you think Steve had to leave this Aircat for anyway? So you might just as well make a... Hey, what are you trying to do?
I didn't do anything. But that just means that if you want to land anywhere in one piece, you're going to sit down and sit still. This Aircat is a speed ship. And it doesn't take much to throw it off balance, so stay put.
But, Jack, what did he mean about Interstate's new ship? Does he mean a new ship that your line bought?
They didn't buy this one, Ann. They've been building that ship for the last 3 months. It's just about the latest thing in air transportation. It was just finished yesterday.
And it hasn't even been tested yet. Which shows you just how good our information is on what goes on at the airport. Well, think it over, Baker. You work for the line. You disappear from the hospital. The new ship is missing. 2 of them, in fact. Now, how about flying to Miami?
Jack, you can't do it. You have to take this ship back to the airport and turn these hoodlums over to the police. I don't know how, but you must.
I still wish I had a gun. Wouldn't be so hard to talk turkey to this guy.
I'll have to think this over. But in the meantime, remember what I said about sitting still. Better keep that safety belt fastened, too.
Just don't take too long with your thinking. And while you're doing it, you might turn on the radio. You might run into something interesting.
Might pick up a detective story, huh? That's the interstate frequency there.
Roberts Field of all flights. Be on lookout for new low-wing four-motor ships stolen from hangar at Springfield. License number ends.
Hey, turn off that place. I marked your place on the dial.
Did you get that number?
Don't need it. I know that ship. Listen.
Ship believed to have been stolen by Jack Baker, formerly pilot of Interstate Airlines. All flights be on lookout.
Jack! They said that you...
Satisfied now, Baker? I told you the doc knew how to use the telephone. Now turn that dial to that mark.
Okay. I still say that you fellows just think of everything. Even... Well, for the love of Mike.
What's the matter, Jack?
We're just a little southeast of Springfield, and there's a radio
But aren't
beam.
there radio beams just about everywhere?
There's no beam between Springfield and the southeast, not at that frequency.
You'll learn, Baker. As you say, we think of just about everything. That beam you're on there will take you right into Miami. You could just keep on it. So make up your mind.
Okay, fellow. You win. But maybe I'll think of something you boys have overlooked.
Not a chance. We think of everything. Now cut out the seesawing and get on that beam. And let's get going. And no funny stuff either. Remember, it's 2 to 1.
Yeah, and don't you forget that it's easy to overbalance this ship. And I might get an idea.
And while you're getting that idea, get this one. If we crash, Gorgeous there crashes with us. Think that over, wise guy.
I wish you'd hurry up and make up your mind. I'm sleepy.
Just start counting sheep, Joe. As far as you can count. I think Baker's made up his mind. I'm a little sleepy myself. Now remember what I said, Baker, about no funny stuff. And step on it.
Jack, do you think they can hear us back there?
Not with that motor turning over like that. Why?
Well, just what are you going to do? Can't you get back to the Springfield airport?
I think I could, Ann. But I've got a sort of an idea that I might be able to get that interstate plane back by just playing along with these two fellows. Anyhow, that Doc they talk about. You don't suppose that could be Doc Tyler, do you?
Oh, I don't honestly know, Jack. Everything seems to point to him. And yet, well, somehow it just doesn't seem possible.
Well, that doesn't make any difference anyway right now. What I mean is that this Doc has fixed it up so that I'd have a tough time getting straightened out if I did go back to Roberts Field now. And by the time we got it all straightened out, that interstate ship would be thousands of miles away.
Then what are you going to do?
Just follow this beam right into Miami, or wherever it leads. The big ship, as I figure it, will be along pretty shortly afterward.
Oh, but they wouldn't have nerve enough to take a stolen ship right into the regular airport, would they?
Oh, hardly. But I figure that if this outfit is big enough to have their own radio system, they'll have their own airport. And that's the spot they'll take the interstate experimental ship. And I want to be there when it lands.
But can't you radio the Springfield airport and tell
I
them?
wish I could. But this Aircat doesn't happen to have a transmitter. Just a receiver. If Pete only happened to get away. Say, there's a chance. If Pete happened to stay in hiding until that transport ship was brought over to the Green estate...
But why would they take it over there?
They'd have to take it somewhere to gas it up. The tanks were practically empty. That means it'll be nearly morning before they can get her filled up with hand pumps. And that'll mean we'll be in Miami way ahead of them. If I can just kick this Aircat hard enough. This may be dangerous. Are you with me, Anne?
Looks like there's nothing else for me to do. There doesn't seem to be a parachute handy.
You're a swell person, Anne.
Where are we now, Jack?
If I've got my bearings right, we're over the northern edge of Florida right now. It'll be dawn in a little while. We should be seeing water.
Do you hear something, Jack? It sounds like another...
Say, what's wrong with the motor? You're not trying to... Say, that sounds like another plane.
It is another ship. It seems to be behind us and a little above.
Probably an airliner. Where are we, anyhow?
Just over Florida. And that's no airliner, it's a single motor.
But where is it? I can't see his lights anywhere.
They ought to be showing up all right. Boy, that fellow's really moving.
Hey, what's the matter? We landing?
Nah, just another plane. Go on back to sleep.
There he is, Jack. Right over there. And there's not a light on it.
I see him now. Looks like he's trailing us the way he's hanging on.
Gee, Vic, you don't suppose it could be the police, do you?
Police don't run without lights. Go on back to sleep.
Jack! He's right over us, and he's heading down.
Say, looks like he's trying to dive right into us. Can't help but see us. Watch it, I'm going to dive. He crashed right into us if I hadn't dived and side-slipped. I wonder what he's...
Say, Vic, you don't suppose that it could be the Bull Struthers outfit? They got an airplane now, you know.
Bull Struthers got a plane?
Yeah. Doc said he'd heard he was on the trail of this little bag. And to watch out that Bull didn't follow us.
That guy's trying to force us down. He's going to dive at us again.
Baker, you've got to do something.
If I only had a Tommy gun, what I'd do to
Hang
that-
on, all of you. We're diving and diving fast. Just pray that we pull out with the wings on, that's all.
Two planes screaming through the darkness toward the ground. Will Jack be able to level off in time to prevent a tragedy? And who is this mysterious stranger that is so intent on forcing the Aircat to the ground? Apparently for possession of that precious little black bag that has had such a sinister effect on the lives of Ann Burton and Jack Baker. The answers will mean more excitement, more thrills when you tune in the next episode of Anne of the Airlanes.